Hello. I will be getting into my Tomura Shigaraki cosplay today. This is not a tutorial in any way because I will be looking this way most of the time. I will not be looking this way. So it's more just me showing you like what I use, even though that's not even good. So yeah, I will be putting in like a voiceover while everything's speeded up. So have fun with that too. And let's get straight into it. Heyo, voiceover from me. So I just put in my contacts, so I'll be able to see to the wig cap. You guys should get a wig cap when you like first get your wig, depending on what website you get them from. The wig that I got from Amazon, yes. You can usually read like where you got it from if they come with wigs or not, like wig caps, not wigs. Like if you're ordering a wig, you're gonna get a wig. But like they usually come with wig caps. I don't know a single person that hasn't got a wig cap with theirs. It's funny to watch me struggle with this. But yeah, depending on where you get your wigs, which anywhere is usually fine. Like I get mine from Amazon, and they usually turn out pretty fine. So yeah, I don't really get mine from like professional websites because expensive, but cosplay's an expensive hobby, so you get what you get. You can settle with Amazon stuff usually because like they're usually not that bad. So yeah, for me with my kind of short hair, I don't really need to do anything special to get on my wig cap other than just popping it on like you just seen me do. If you guys want a tutorial for like easier ways to do that or like different ways to do that, I can do that. Just tell me in the comments. So I don't know what I am doing right now. Am I getting my makeup? Probably. For this specific cosplay, I'll just be naming out the foundations that I have. Well, not naming them out because I have no idea what they're called. You see, those three that I just showed, those I got from Walmart. So you can really just, like, all the foundations I get are from Walmart. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting stuff from Walmart. And I will be using 3 different foundations. One will be for, like, to make my skin look lighter than it actually is. It's 1 shade lighter than my actual skin tone. And I was doing that to make myself look more paler like Shigaraki. But you will see me put on a darker shade of foundation. And that is to, well, right now I'm still doing the foundation bit to make my face look lighter. I am doing this I'm gonna explain this first before I do anything. I'm putting this on a way where it's just easier to put all over my face. Also, I use my hands. I know some people don't use their hands, but it's easier for me. Don't judge me. We all do different things. This, like, the way I kind of put it on my face on a specific kind of layout, I guess, was to make it easier on me. I will be like doing my neck afterwards because I realized I just put on foundation on it and I didn't proceed to like shade it, I guess. I don't know how I only know art terms. What is makeup? But I'm just kind of making sure that I got everything. It looks a bit shiny, but when I do like videos and stuff, like when I actually start to get into videos, it won't be as shiny. It's only like that because I had the sun glaring into the bathroom. So, yeah. And you see me turn around a few times to, like, talk about how ugly I look. But, I don't know what that was. What did I just do? But that's where I'm kind of filling in my neck with the foundation. Why does it sound like I'm using art terms? Fixing my wig cap more because I will have hair fly out of it constantly, which you will see. Am I gonna get on with it? What am I doing? See, this is me getting onto my, other part of the makeup, and I am going to be, using darker shades of foundation to make my face look a bit. This actually doesn't work. I realize that one's empty as soon as I go to use it, so I end up using a different one, which you will see me do right now. Silly me. I grabbed a different one because I luckily got one from my mom.
And I just use it to make like a little line from kind of the upper area of my ear down to near my cheekbone or like near my dimples or whatever, and go around, kind of like a sharp line down and then around like under my jawline. And then I'm doing that on the other side as well, which you can't see because it's kind of off camera. Sorry about that. And you'll see me like pat that in. You want to make sure you're like keeping it in that area and not dragging it or moving it around too much. Just dabbing it basically. You want to keep it in that area so it kind of looks like it's blended in, more or less. I don't really know how to explain that. It's basically just gonna define that area to make your face more like the shape of that character's, I guess. It's gonna like reduce that, I guess, like make it a bit more pushed up or whatever you're trying to do with it. I don't know how to explain makeup. I know it works, that's all I know. I'm doing that on the other side. It's gonna make my face look a bit shinier again, but again, that's just the sun coming in from the bathroom window, making it look a bit wonky. Yep. And I'm doing that on the sides right there. You just see me point it out. And then I'm gonna do it on the sides of my nose, I think, or am I doing that in a different area? Is that after or now? I already forgot, and it was only an hour ago. I can't tell. I need to make this a tutorial. Yeah, this is me doing it on the side of my nose, and that's to like make my nose look a bit more smaller, I guess, or elongated, or like however you want to explain it. Because I have a really pointy nose now that I think about it, and seeing it from the side does not make it any better for me. So I'm doing that to like make my nose look smaller. I don't really know what's going on there. And then I take my lighter foundation and I'm just like going over the areas that I want to highlight to make more obvious, I guess. Like I do it under my eyes, which I will darken in later with powders that I have, I guess. But you can like kind of see it right now where I have it under my eye. And then I'm going to put it on my nose, my forehead, both of the sides of under my eyes. That was a very long way of explaining that. So you're going to do the same thing that you did before. Just pat it in. You don't want to smear it or anything like that. Just pat it in. Take your time. You want it to blend. Because if it blends, then it's just going to look so much more better. And it's better than just putting on foundation and leaving it. So, yeah. I'm very bad at explaining makeup. And you guys can really use any foundation. Or shaders or whatever you want to use. I just personally just use foundation. Like, people have told me that I'm doing it wrong. But, like, it works for me. It works out. Do makeup the way you want to do it. If it looks good, it looks good. That's how I see it. What did I just do? I just threw out my arm. What's going on? I'm still blending it because sometimes it takes a little bit. That took me like only a few minutes. It didn't take me a lot. So yeah. I'm not singing to the camera. I think I was. Wow, look at me being a little musician. I'm not a good singer. I'm still talking to the camera. I can't even read what I'm saying, so I doubt you guys can. Me blending it in a bit more, trying to wipe it in to look a bit better because it looks wonky when I first look at it. I look like a ghost, which is kind of the point. Shigaraki is for all the people that find him attractive, I'm so sorry I'm about to say this, Shigaraki's ugly. It's okay to look ugly. Also, that's an eyeliner I just showed. I don't really like cover my eyebrows with glue. First of all, I kind of pluck my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows by myself, so they're already kind of shaped the way I want them to be. So I don't really glue them down and try to cover it up and everything. I just take the eyeliner and cover over my eyebrows. You can do that or you can glue them, whichever way you prefer to do. What I'm doing right now, I'm shading under my neck, which I talked about earlier. I did not do that. So I'm going back to like blend it in with my face. So it doesn't look like I have a different person's neck with a different person's head. That's a very weird way of explaining it. Why did I pick that? But after that, I think I'm gonna go to the eyeliner and like doing my eyebrows. Am I gonna do that? I think I'll show you guys that's what I'm doing. I don't know why I have to pose for the camera every time I finish. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's an e.l.f. eyeliner. Again, I got it from Walmart. Did I get it? I got it from Target. e.l.f., you can use it. I usually use pencils, not really eyeliner, like liquid. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I lean off of the camera mainly because I'm trying to get closer to my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. These lines are very difficult to do, and I usually mess them up because I have to follow my eye pattern, and I do not do that. But you can see where I just did my eyebrow a little bit. Shigaraki, I am seeing things that he used to have black hair. Wow, I did not know that. I don't think he actually had black hair. I think it's just someone made an image of it, and then I was like, yay, black hair. And then I just proceeded to make his eyebrows still black. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, can you look that up? Is Shigaraki's eyebrows black? That's a weird question. I also do the scarrings with the black, because I don't know any other way to do it. And I'm just trying to do this my own way, not really look up too much tutorials. I want to do it my best on my own because I want to get better at makeup. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and then do the little linings. I also don't use liquid latex because I am allergic. I actually get like really bad breakouts when I have it on my face or on my body in general. So I cannot use liquid latex like most people. So I have used it before, just like the thing of me saying, oh, I don't care. And you can actually see where my face turns out really red in some of my TikToks where I'm taking it off. And that's because like I'm allergic to it. So just like, I'm not like deadly allergic, just like I'll break out in hives. So yeah, just can't use liquid latex. So this is more of a tutorial for people who can't, I guess. So I'll be doing like linings on my face. I covered up my lips right there with the foundation. Some people say don't use foundation, but I use foundation mainly because it makes my lips look a bit cracked. So I'm able to put the eyeliner on my lips, which I do. And it helps me line it out. And I pat that in as well to blend it in with my skin. Makes my lips look a bit shiny and pale. And this usually does stick pretty long depending on what foundation you have. But I'm going to put not the foundation on it. I'm going to put the eyeliner on it and I'm going to make it look like little scarrings or little cracks or whatever you call it. I know he has a scar on his lip somewhere. I think it's on the right side. I don't know. I don't know what I just did. Did I just like try to eat it? What's going on? But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I think that's what I am doing right now. Oh no, I am putting the points on the side of my mouth. People do that to make their smile look wider. Or a bit more creepier, I guess. You have to point it the way that your mouth originally goes. So smile, and if the little dimples on the side of your mouth, if they go down, then you're going to want to make those face down. You're not going to want to make them face up. Some people make theirs face up just because they say it gives it a scarier effect, but mine already goes up, so I have to do it up. I can do it down, but I feel like that will make it a bit wonkier, and it'll make my smile look a bit more smaller than wider. Some people do this for their Froppy cosplay, because, well, she originally has those anyway, but some people do that to make their mouth look longer, so when they stick out their tongue, it doesn't make their mouth look small. So yeah, that's just where I learned to do it from, to do my mouth like that. And then this is where I start like doing my lines. You want to try to get those to match the curves of your eyes as it is. So like you're going to want to do them on the side of your nose, well, close to the side of your nose, like between your eye and your nose. You're going to want to do it right there and make it face your eye, like the inner part face your eye and then the back part face your nose. It'll just follow your eye line basically. That's what I'm doing. The inner part should always be facing your eye. because I think that's how Shigarakis are, aren't they? I don't know. I don't have an image reference. It's just me going off of what I think. And, I'm gonna lean away from the camera constantly during this so I can do it. I think I do a few while facing the camera, but, I'm facing the mirror for most of the time. Like I said at the start of this, I'm trying to not make it a tutorial. Unless you guys, like, legitimately want it to be a tutorial, it's kind of difficult to do. I am not any way a professional cosplayer, that's why I don't want to do a tutorial yet. I've only been doing cosplay for like a year and 2 months, so I don't really want to do tutorials. So while you are doing this, you're probably going to need to do a little bit of markings. So, like, these are supposed to be scars on his face. So while you do some of them, you can put like 2 lines in the middle of them like I do above one line. I think you can see it's on my forehead. It's like a line and then 2 going into it. So that just gives it like more definition to be a scar. And I know that this isn't happening yet. I'm still doing my eyes, but like I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. Sorry, my cat's making noise behind me. He's trying to get into the window. Oh. Got a little bit. Okay, but if you get your foundation, like, you should still have some on your beauty blender, and you can pat that down onto your face, and it'll make it look a bit lighter. It'll like conceal it a bit, I guess. Not too much, because you don't want to just dab your foundation on there and start patting. That's gonna get rid of it entirely. So you just want to get your little beauty blender and you just want to dab it on there. Not a lot, very, very little. And very lightly, because like you don't want to get rid of it. You just want to make it look like it's been there for a while. I don't know another way to explain it other than that. I feel like that's the best way I can explain it. Also, I did my scar. It's flipped over. It's actually... I did it on my left eye. I did not do it on my right eye. It flipped because the video, it flips it. Have I did my lips yet? I don't think I have. I think I explained that too early. Sorry, I'm messing around with my cat. Yeah, see, I did that on my right, like the right side of my mouth. I did the scar, and then I did on the left side for my eye. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Sorry if it's wrong. I'm sorry I can't get it accurate. I should look these things up, and I don't. Also, I know that for you guys, this is my left eye. It looks a bit wonky. Like, if you look at it, it just looks a bit weird. I don't know if it's my left or right eye on this. But it looks a bit weird. Like, when I was looking back at the mirror while I was doing it, I was like, oh, this looks so bad. I feel so bad. Because it looked really weird. And that's where I got the idea to get my beauty blender and just pat it down, because then people might not pay as much attention to it. Because I did them super close to my eye, and I did them super long. So they look like it used to go to an oval. It needs to look more like the half of a circle. Not as big, a little bit smaller. But you don't want it to look like an oval, because it'll kind of look wonky like mine. And we don't want that. Do the opposite of me. I do very bad most of the time. If you watch my TikToks, then you will know what I mean by that. So I start doing the lines on my neck. How I do it is I take my hand and I kind of like move my nails down a little bit from where I'm gonna do it. And then I do the lines from where my nails were up. I do it like where they were and then up. You can also do it down if you want, but I prefer to do mine up. So when I'm like itching my neck during a TikTok, it'll go perfectly with those lines. Or like for a picture or whatever I'm doing it for. So you'll see me put my nails on my neck multiple times during it, just to see like how it goes. Also, I will drag my nails down and then like go up from the top of my jawline and drag down and do lines right there, and then go from the side of my head and then drag across to do like multiple lines within each other, kind of like a hashtag. Skipping on from that now, since I'm kind of done, I pull out my powder box. That's what I'm choosing to call it. Yes. And it has a whole bunch of like different powders. I will be using a red one. I do not know what this is called. My cousin gave it to me though. I don't know where she got it. I got it for Christmas. But it's really been good for me so far. I think you can really use any makeup powders. As far as I'm concerned, you can. I haven't had a problem with any I've ever used. I use a red, and this is just to make the little scars that I have look irritated. Like bruises, kinda and kinda not. I do end up using a purple as well. I use a red to like go across some of them, and I don't just put the full brush, just like dab it onto my face or throw it onto my face or however you want to say it. I use the side, and I'm kind of just like going over it and tapping it a little bit, and then I'm taking my hand and kind of smearing it to make it look like it's blended in a little bit. So people won't be like, oh, look at the bruises. They'll just see it and they'll think it's like a nice little texture that you decided to add, if they even see it. Some people don't even see it for me. And it makes me feel like it's a waste. But you can do that. It blends in and looks a bit darkish, but makes it look a bit better. In my opinion, it makes it look a bit better. You want to avoid smearing that eyeliner, because if you do, like since mine's a liquid, it was easier to smear. Which, luckily, I did not smear it a lot, but it looks bad when smeared. I also go across my neck with it. I do not put it on my mouth because, like, just in case I get anything in my mouth, we would not want that hospital incident. So I don't put any of these powders near my mouth. But I do put them on my neck, so you can do that. You do not need to do them the exact same way I do mine. Because it looks a bit better depending on if you use a little. If you're going to use a little amount, then you need to spread them out, in my opinion. But if you're going to use a lot, just take up the whole area. Not like separate it, but take up the area. Does that make sense? I don't know. You see me disappear for a while because I'm like fighting my makeup kit to get this part out so I can show you guys the purple. But I use kind of a sparkly purple. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just in between. This is gonna fall in for the bruises, and I put it near the red so it'll mix together, blend together, however you want to say it. And it looks a bit better to me. To me. Maybe you guys don't want to do that, but I do that. I also put it on my neck. Again, I gotta do that. It just, like I said, it makes it look bruised or irritated. Because he does, like, for some reason have to itch these. He's a weird fella. He's a weird fella. But, again, there's no right and wrong way to cosplay Shigaraki, like, do his makeup. It's just ugly. Like, how I kept telling myself is, if I was like, it looks bad, I was like, but he's ugly. It's just how it's supposed to look. So, like, don't fight yourself on cosplaying him. Like, even if you look cool, like, if you look cool and you think you look cool, don't think, but it doesn't look ugly. Don't think that, because, like, there is no right and wrong way to cosplay someone. So, yeah, like, even if you, like, in my opinion, as long as you look like them and people are able to look at you and say, oh, you're this such and such, you did good. Like, it doesn't matter if you have over-the-top makeup or not too over-the-top. Like, I've seen people cosplay Shigaraki and not even have the scars. And I'm able to tell that he's Shigaraki. That's all that matters. But my reference for Shigaraki is ugly. So, now that I'm done with that little rant, I'm going to take one of my smaller brushes, which you see me go through my brushes to try to find. And once I do find it, I take my eyeshadow, and I am putting it under my eye. I'm not putting too much. I'm putting it just on the layer, what is that? Like my under eyelid thingy. And I'm just taking it and using it sideways to go across it. And I am just trying to give my eye more of a darker effect. It looks cool to me. I've never did this before. This was the first time doing that. And it looked pretty nice to me. Like, what are your guys' opinions on it? Because it looked good. Well, to me it looked good. Other people might not think it looks good. I don't know if I should have did it on my upper eyelid. I think it looks good on just the lower one. I shouldn't have did the upper, which I don't do my upper eyelid. I just do my lower eyelid. You guys can do that, but he doesn't really have eye bags. I more have learned to do this from cosplaying Shinso. If you want to see me do that, I mean, you can check out my TikTok. Sorry if I keep promoting my TikTok. I love TikTok. I have a problem. But I learned that from doing my Shinso cosplay, and it usually looks nice for him, so I thought, well, why not? Why not do it for the dehydrated person? So yeah. Hey, so I kind of messed up the outro a little bit. I accidentally cut out the audio, and now every time I try to fix it, it either does my voice in slow-mo or it does it like really crazy fast. So I'm just gonna do this for like voiceover thingy. I hope this turns out better. So the outro is just basically me talking about how my wig sucks and you guys probably don't like it, but I really wanted a fluffy wig, so that's kind of what I went with. And the first one that you see when this outro kind of starts is my original Shigaraki wig, which most people go for because it's like kind of an easier way in the original Shigaraki from like whatever season he first came in on My Hero Academia. But yeah, moving on from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and sorry for the inconvenience.